Welcome back to the 2020 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova Champion Discs. We got some more round 2 lead card coverage for you. Nate Sexton has been on fire. The rest of the gang is going to try and chase him down. Speaking of Nate, he'll be joining me for commentary. Let's watch some disc golf. All right, guys, we are back for part 2, and Nate, you're not going easy on these guys.
I don't like to do that if I can help it. Yeah, I think that was a 7 under front 9 for me with a bogey. So
with a bogey?
Yeah, the solid golfing.
Front 9's been hot so far, apparently.
Yeah, they play a little easier, but take advantage when you can.
Yeah. This one, it's a bomb of a par 4. Longer par 4 out here.
Yeah, this one is it's definitely one little notch of difficulty harder than what we've seen so far at 741. You've got the green and you've got the cart path. And on the drive, there's the left side cart path that's sort of in play if you threw a roller or something. Mm-hmm. There's one sand trap, but you don't see it very often that people go in there.
Yeah, more common is that long sand trap past the
Yes,
past
there is
the
a
tee.
hazard area beyond the basket.
Looks like your Star Destroyer.
Yeah, flippy destroyer here, trying to make sure I flip it over. Too low, but a good line.
Because of this golf fairway, it's still going to slide a good 50 feet.
Probably more.
That was wild.
I'm fine with it. It's again not that big of a deal whether I'm 250 or 300 here, but I would have loved to get that just a bit higher.
Luke, he needed just a little more flip on this thing. It was smoked at 68 miles an hour, but
yeah,
wrong disc selection or wrong angle coming out, one of the two. It's still fine though.
Yeah.
Calvin, that is an AJ Star Destroyer. You know there's going to be mashed 70 mile an hour rip.
What's the record?
86 by Eagle.
Whoa.
On the Monster at BSF with a roller. There's something about rollers that let you guys throw them faster.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like the fastest air shot is also Eagle and Drew at 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little left here for Josh.
Yeah, that's suboptimal. Need a little more turn on that thing. He's quite far from the
Quite
basket.
a ways, yes. Another big drive here. And this is placed pretty well. A little short, but, you know.
He might just be playing for the par after that drive.
And I wouldn't really fault him for that.
No. Samson, though, he wants this thing. Get it, Luke.
Swinging left. Oh, stays in there, but falls out there.
Oh,
so
man.
into the hazard.
What are you reaching for, Nate?
Old Sexton Firebird. I'm trying to use that upslope, throw low, hit the upslope, and minimize the skip.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was exactly what I wanted to do there. Even though the OB is on the right, if you can hit on that upwards part, it's not going to go very hard right.
Calvin threw his drive so far. I think that's his Rhino.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. On a 700-foot hole, he's got the putter for the second shot. There's Josh just laying up, and honestly, not a great layup shot.
No, not great. Kind of caught between maybe trying to make that and lay it up. I don't know. It wasn't that close to making it, but it certainly leaked out pretty far on him.
And Luke was trying to save par from there. He'll take a bogey. As Josh, that was a great putt.
It was. So that's going to be his par.
Good, great par save. That's going to be 100% if he misses. Calvin lining up his birdie look. Get the full Calvin routine here.
He'll put it up, block his eyes for a second.
It's like the Paige Pierce.
Yeah, it is kind of without the flick.
Is he blocking like one of his eyes? Or is
I haven't asked him specifically.
I'm going to find out today.
Yeah.
Here you are looking for the bird. Super solid.
Yeah, really happy with that, especially with the drive being a little low. Not quite as far as I wanted.
Yeah, made up for it with a great upshot and a solid putt. There is Luke's bogey. I look to get it going here on hole 11.
I get sort of like a glacial cave vibe from that white, the ice blue on the white.
Yeah.
I like that.
It plays, definitely. All Now we're onto a mildly wooded hole again, Nate.
Yeah, mildly is a very good way to put it. It's pretty much wide open feeling to me, but there are a few trees. A little bit of a right finisher, 369, OB path, and OB grass area. Yeah, so there's a casual water thing there if you came short right. You see some big hyzers, you see some turnovers, and then obviously a forehand will also work.
Looks like you're going to pipe your X-Cal up the middle. Jilly off on this one just a little bit? Or is that a full power rip?
Little bit less than full. And just kind of another foot, and that'd be parked if I get around that bush. But it still turned out pretty well.
Another foot, that thing might skip in.
Maybe.
Calvin looks like a rock out of him. It's a great shape for this hole, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a beautiful shot. I was having fun watching that, just tracking so perfectly the whole way.
Wasn't it? So Josh is going to show you the hyzer line. And he is throwing a cannon on that.
This caught an early tree, and it kind of
blew
it up, and it's well short. It's kind of inbounds, though.
Yeah, on the far side of the water over there in those trees. Sorry we lost that one. Luke, this is going right, Nate.
A little bit right. There's some trees to hit, but he gets through them and right onto the green.
Wow.
That's nice.
Josh is trying to salvage a par, which, that was a great upshot.
Perfect.
You see this hole playing quite a bit under par. And Nate.
Yeah, that was a solid putt.
That was not a cupcake.
It was a little longer than some of the other ones I'd been having, so I was happy to connect there, maybe a 30-footer.
Yeah. Luke for a nice birdie. There he goes. Getting going here. And you got a 6-stroke lead.
Yeah, getting an eagle and then 4 birdies in a row. That usually can make good things happen for you in the standings.
And there's Josh cleaning up the par. Get a good look at your 30-footer. That was a perfect putt, Nate.
I like that. Yeah, that's just about how I want him to look.
All right, coming into hole 12.
And it's basically just long holes now to go.
It kind of is, right?
This course. You know, this one's 396. OB on that right side, golf green on the left if you're short. It's kind of obstructed. You have to throw kind of a flat driver that's going to get around the hills and then hopefully take a little skip. But it's not the easiest shot.
What are you reaching for, Nate?
This is Big Germ Thunderbird.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little inside. I would like that to be 10 or 15 feet more to the right. But it's not a bad skip. Stays off the golf green. Leaves me maybe 45 feet downhill with nothing in the way.
Yeah, you'll take it. Calvin? Got to be a Firebird.
Got good width on that.
Yeah, this is Star Firebird.
That's just perfect. We were laughing because, he put it like 25 feet and the spotters were going like, safe. And we're like, yeah. That better be safe. It looked perfect.
Luke? Ooh, nice pull out of him. Hanging out in the Calvin zone?
Yeah, great. Both inside the circle.
This is a cannon from Josh. You guys were calling for it to get just around that little
it makes
berm,
a huge difference.
Right?
If he clears that, then he's skipping up to the basket. It's probably a 50-foot difference in his result.
Yeah.
But it just robs all of his speed, and now he's got a really long look.
Here it is. He gave that an honest bid.
Yeah, that was a good try.
He'll be settling for a par. You were hoping to not settle for a par.
That one made me mad just for the fact that I just had this weird confidence wash over me that I was just definitely making.
Yeah.
And then when you miss it, I don't know. Sometimes I'm standing up like, give it a good try. That one I was just like,
oh, it's going.
Obviously I'm making this. And then I missed it, and that's always an unwelcome surprise. As we saw Calvin get a great birdie.
Ooh, so does Luke.
And Luke get one in there on the left side. Well done.
I mean, that's the way you got to feel, though, like all the time, right? It's got to help, right?
Oh, to be that confident, you mean? I wish I could feel that way all the time. But yeah, sometimes you just like, I don't know. We were joking about it beforehand. Like Calvin said something about, oh yeah, you're not even 50 feet, you're 45. And I just said, well, it's good as home then. But I thought for sure I'd be able to make it and give him a little smile, but I failed.
It was close though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Good line, just a little low.
And there's Luke ripping out this gold disc. He throws in a crazy mixed bag. I saw almost everything in there. It's an MVP, some discraft.
Cool.
Yeah.
Giving everything a try for what it really is.
Yeah, sure,
so
right.
Keep open mind until somebody's willing to pay you.
Find your faves, right? Hole 13, man. Ooh, good luck on this one.
Yeah, this is a hard hole. You got the hazard bunker there. You've got out of bounds. If you're super short, you're out of bounds as well. And then you've got the out of bounds fence. Not to mention the hazard bunker long if you try to play too safe. And there's an OB line down the whole left side. So super tough, made famous by Paul's Sports Center ace a couple years back.
Yep.
I think they moved the pin just a little bit since then, though, towards camera from where it was when Paul was able to hit it. Calvin hits trees but comes down inbounds.
Yeah, very fortunate there. Luke, though, this is a little wider, and he is punished for it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough upshot, too.
Yeah, a little. It can be a little tricky. I mean, it's sort of in that in-between range for some people where you can't quite putt it, but you have to clear the sand. I'm going Destroyer. I don't really even know what I'm trying to do. I just want to throw it kind of hard.
I think
that's
this
good.
is what you should try to do.
I can
like,
never
right?
quite decide. I think my perfect play would go around the right side of the sand. If I was super committed,
right,
it would go like maybe just barely skirt the sand, and then you can park it. I did that in practice. But I'm fully happy. Like my miss is absolutely what I just did.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you play this hole like 100 times and you throw it that way, I think that way would have the best average.
And Josh almost powered through the sand there. He should be okay for his par, but so close to something better.
And Luke threw that upshot very well.
Yeah, really well. Kind of low ceiling, short forehand can be kind of awkward feeling. Calvin was mad at himself here about how hard he threw that, but it didn't go that far, luckily.
I wonder if he's trying to make that.
I don't think so. By the way he reacted, he sounded like, wow, what are you doing? Why is it going so far?
Oh, you're teasing him, Nate.
I know. I thought that one I was trying to tell myself, I can't believe you missed the last one. Of course you'll make this one. But no. Closer. It was better bid, though. So progress.
Off the top of the cage, yeah. There is Calvin making good on his par. Josh hoping for the same result. Just a little pro side chain out there. That's going to result in a bogey. That'll be Luke's result as well. Tricky hole, man.
Yeah, not a whole lot of birdies here. It's a bonus.
I bet it would average one of the worst averages, probably.
Yeah, I would think so. Top 5 hardest for sure.
Mm-hmm. And there's Josh's bogue. Almost trickled out, just ran out of steam, just a little too early.
Calvin's putt.
Pretty good as usual.
Yeah.
As that settles, we will kick it off to our sponsor. How was your first A field?
It's great.
Welcome to 2020. I just want to send a huge thank you out to all of our Innova throwers that have supported the Tour Series program. Every player on Team Star and Champion has a special signature disc available at the Innova factory store and at retailers around the world. Huge part of what keeps us able to do what we love and be professional disc golfers out there on tour. So thank you so much for supporting it.
Nate, 2 things. I loved that social media commercial.
I did too. It's cool. I mean, that definitely hashtag Innova. See if we get your ace or your cool shot or whatever. Post it online. It's kind of a fun thing to be able to see all those shots. And that one, whoever made that putt that bounced on top of the basket and fell in, that's magic.
Best thing ever. And second, though, 2020 Firebirds are out.
Yeah, come on, try to get one. It's gonna be next week. I heard there's gonna be a lot of restock. So cool your jets. We're gonna get everybody one.
Nice. Calvin on the box, ripping at 68 miles an hour.
He would have liked more flip, I can almost guarantee, but this is getting past that tree and not out of bounds, so not a problem.
Mm-hmm. I believe that was a destroyer out of Calvin. Give him a look at the basket. Keenan is way down there past that golf green. I imagine you're going to destroyer as well.
Yeah, I am. I also want more flip. This is actually terrible because it's right behind the pine. Like there's nothing in this fairway but one tree, and you can go as far right as you want. So
and you centered that thing up, Nate.
That was an awful shot. I mean, good distance, kind of, but just placement, terrible.
This is the business here from Luke.
A lot better.
Yeah.
A
Middle
lot better.
fairway, way out there. Nicely done by him. And again, Keenan's going to show you where the basket is for these second shots. And there is OB behind that mound.
Oh, yeah.
That cart path.
Oh, yeah. Really close, too. And you got the big golf green to clear as well. The drive, not a whole lot of stress.
True.
But you'd love to get like 500-ish, would be a good result here to set you up for a doable upshot.
So here is Josh's upshot, and we will see if it's doable.
Distance to the pin coming in 468. So he's got to crush this, and this needs to go all the way over the green here.
Probably needs 420, 430 to carry the green, and he's come up just feet short, Nate.
Man.
And he's got to take it on the other side of the green now, too.
Which I'm glad we made the right call. As that was flying, we're quite a ways back, and I said, I don't think that touched the other side right away. I hate to see when I get that call wrong.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad the video confirmed that we gave him the correct spot.
And there is your just terrible look, Nate.
It was. I didn't want to go backdoor forehand. I've never done that before, ever. I want to throw that backhand hyzer and skip up. Like there was no real chance for that to work, but I had no play for the backhand at all because I put myself right behind that giant tree.
Luke, after a great drive, this is his second. I think this needs to chill.
Oh, no. It wants to come back in.
Roll back in. Oh, man.
So close to perfect.
Right? He's had some rough breaks today. And Calvin, he was vacillating between his Rhino and his Firebird. Went with the Rhino.
Little short.
A little short.
Should have a putt.
Josh throwing 4 right now, trying to save the 5. That was a good up.
Yeah.
And a little backhand Annie route over here.
Yeah, I could kind of choose little floaty hyzer, or I was just trying to figure out how can I get this 5 feet away and not have to think about this hole anymore. And that was the way I decided to do it.
And Calvin.
Kind of uncharacteristically not close from that range.
True.
Like he usually is off some kind of basket.
Oh, Luke. Good save, my man. That was a par save even.
Yeah, nice putt.
Wow. Calvin will be looking for a par save as well. This whole playing tough for the group here.
Yeah, I think I was definitely, Calvin and I are both a little bit out of position. Josh as well, a little short. Luke in a good spot and almost threw it well, but then getting the out of bounds stroke. So yeah, we didn't really put a clinic on how to play this hole.
There's Josh cleaning up his bogey. You are cleaning up the par. We will get going. Nice putt from Luke right there. Good par save from him as we head in to hole 15.
15 is 459, par 3. It's pretty straight, a little bit right finish. You can throw kind of whatever your favorite shot is, turn over backhand or try to go power forehand, though it's pretty far. Luckily, it kind of is down in this bowl, so even roller's kind of a legit play. You can get up in there and it sort of filters to the basket.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it before.
There's OB all around the fairway, but it's not as scary as most of these holes.
Calvin just absolutely smashed at 70 miles an hour. But gets a little more turn than he expected and finds that willow.
Yeah, but fell out on the good side.
It did.
So he'll have a long look.
Destroyer?
Yeah, I'm trying to go pretty much all out here. I wanted a little more Anheuser, but that's still decent.
That's a putt.
This is kind of like dream, like my best forehand I'm capable of can get me like a 25-footer.
Yeah, 459 is a mash for a forehand.
But it's hard for me to get down there.
Luke's trying with his nuke, but didn't get the flip on this thing he needed.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need to see some flip if it's going to get all that distance, unless maybe your eagle. I think he could probably go flat to hyzer.
He is the exception to a lot of rules.
He is.
Josh with a rampage.
Doesn't appear to be willing to go right for him on this shot. Inbounds, though.
Might just be playing for par, honestly.
That could be.
Here is his upshot down into the bowl. Should be just fine. Luke with a lengthy bid for the 2. And Calvin.
A little bit closer. Pretty downhill, just a little low.
Yeah. Calvin can make those play like 40% of the time, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
And you got your stare down on that 50, 60-footer here.
Just shy of the basket.
They're close every time.
Yeah, they were feeling good.
Yeah. Luke is coming back for his par save. It looks like we're kicking off a little barbecue here.
7% birdie for the field. That tells you
Oh, wow. Yeah.
how tricky this one can be to get all the way down there to the basket.
And not a lot of OB, so not too many bogeys either. And Innova gang cleaning up their pars. And Josh. No worries with that one. Gotta imagine that's probably a pretty common occurrence on that one.
I would think so.
A bunch of pars.
This was an impressive putt because it was 100 feet.
It was.
To jump putt it and just get that clean spin and a credible bid. There's not a lot of players that can do that.
Dude is an athlete.
Yeah.
100%. Hole 16, where are we going?
This is par 4, 465. Out of bounds on that left side of the cart path. Out of bounds water on the right. Out of bounds golf green is right before the basket. And then that water still string line over there on the right. So if you're right at the basket, even really late, you're still OB. So it's a long one, and there's this one bushy tree. You can kind of see it center of the picture there, about 250, 300 off the tee. Calvin gets right around it. But that can play kind of a factor on the drive. You really need to make sure you miss that to carry up the fairway as far as you'd like to. And speaking of that, Calvin just crushed that. Nice smooth shot, probably 450.
Put that Star Destroyer way out there. I'm sure that's in your hands as well.
Yeah.
You've had this thing for a while now, Nate.
Yeah, that's kind of an old one.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I got that one turned. I'm happy with that. Kind of a controlled distance shot.
And off to the right, you are a little bit closer to the basket as well.
Yeah, and more even more importantly, farther from that one tree.
Luke and his nuke. There's that tree, Nate.
Yeah, and he kind of got through it.
He tickled it a little bit, but didn't get punished too hard. Josh lining up another rampage shot. This hole gives me a hole 14 vibes pretty hard.
Hole 14 of this course.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're sort of a similar shape, and they got to get across the green, and there's the uphill. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Josh putting it out there a little shorter than you'd like. He's got work left to do on this upshot. He's going for it, though. Get.
Nice.
Ooh. All right.
That's sweet.
Well done. He was not close, as Luke is closer, but still 390 out.
Nice low shot. Slide up the hill.
Just what the doctor ordered. And
Nothing better.
Nate saving Canada geese lives here.
Yeah, trying to save myself strokes, really. I don't really even care too much for them, but
They're jerks,
Yeah.
if we're being honest.
yeah, but I didn't want to hurt them either. They were just kind of walking right into my shot.
Sexy bird.
Yep, Firebird.
Get it.
Just what I'm looking for.
There we go. We'll see some green on that scorecard now.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak.
It is, isn't it?
Just those past 3 holes.
Calvin. Looks like his star Firebird.
A little bit tricky there, maybe behind that tree, but pretty close to the basket.
Josh eyeing down a bird. No gimme, though.
Nice.
He's made some really nice putts this round.
Definitely.
You can see how he ended up here. Calvin. Try and keep your lead at 5. Huh. It was an awkward one. He was looking at that one for a while, trying to go left, right, and finally settled on that, but could not convert. Luke does, though, and I'm sure you will. There you are, back to a 6-stroke lead.
Yeah, this is one of my. I like this hole quite a lot on this course. It's fun. I like that one, the challenge of that one tree and the distance of the upshot. It's a nice design.
It is. There's another great hit out of Josh. Oh, so you got a 6-stroke lead over your card, but some people were doing some things off the chase on the third card.
They always are,
right?
Annoyingly, whenever I'm on the lead card, it seems like these guys on the chase card and the third card just won't give up, and I don't understand it, but. I guess if I was in their position, I might try the same thing.
You might.
But, I am not even concerned at all at this point about how much I might be ahead or behind. I'm just trying to keep throwing shots. It's way too early to start worrying about that kind of stuff.
You've been throwing great shots all day. Let's even keep it going on 17.
Yeah.
Again with that Star Destroyer.
Yeah, going flippy because the OB's down the left side the whole way, 457. Can't let it get away.
Playing a 3rd stroke over par. It's a tough get.
Yeah, it is. It's far, and if you early release or too much hyzer, you're going straight out of bounds. I'm pretty happy with that, though it is outside the circle. It's pin high.
And it's a putt you can run. I don't think I've ever been closer to somebody before they teed off. There's Luke in the nuke.
See, that's what happens. You get the nose up, little hyzer, and then just cruising out of bounds. Almost no hope of saving it.
No. Josh, reaching for his rampage. Putting a good move on that one. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I thought that had more life in it.
Yeah.
And Calvin, I believe this is his eagle.
Just a little too low.
Yeah. And he's just going to par from there. Josh will be looking for that as well. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Luke's throwing 3 right here. Looking for his bogey save.
There's that impressive jump putt distance again.
Yeah, huh? That should work for the bogey. Calvin, I'm sure he's going to try and make this.
Not a bad look.
Yeah. And here you are staring down another jumper. Great backstop on this one.
And I love playing on Jomez and I love playing on Central Coast. But that putt, very glad to be on Central Coast because that was a full-on Nomez. I had the fist pump locked and loaded.
I saw it there.
I knew that was in, and then next thing I knew it wasn't. But yeah, they would have. You guys caught me. Go ahead, rewind it. Look, I was ready to drop the hammer.
We didn't do you that dirty though. We didn't slow mo you.
See, that's why I'm glad this round was a Central Coast round because I was going to get burned for that one.
And here is your par dropper after a gust of wind, something knocked it out.
Yes. Is that regulation, that basket? I can't imagine it is.
It's honestly inexplainable how that didn't go in. God, Calvin, he just freaking rips, man. 70 miles an hour just all day. Just straight heaters. All right, hole 18, a great finishing hole and made it a little harder this year.
Yeah, probably the signature course or the hole for all of Wild Horse. Where the tournament finishes every year. You got to choose your landing zone. You're going to go short off the tee, or you're going to go big and try to clear that cart path. And then the basket moved left and back and elevated. It's not even as big as the circle. That out of bounds behind it is maybe 10, 15 feet away.
Right there.
So you are really close. I like to try to go big here. You see a lot of players play kind of a short hyzer.
Yeah.
I like to go pretty full here and try to get up there, make the upshot a little shorter.
Haven't seen this Destroyer yet.
Yeah, that one's my second flippiest.
Oh, okay.
Everything's pretty overstable, though, up here. It's like 2,000 feet elevation, maybe, I think.
Okay.
And I'm coming from playing sea level all winter, so I've been pretty surprised how every year I get surprised. I think, Vegas windy, need only overstable. And then I get here, I'm like, you idiot, how'd you do this again? You need the flippy stuff.
But we should not overlook how awesome that shot was, Nate.
That was a good shot. I'm really happy with that.
It was perfect.
And this is that shorter shorter drive.
Yeah.
Pretty well done.
You got to have an arm to get to the basket from there,
You
though.
do. You really do.
You got to have probably this guy's arm.
Yeah, and that's why he has the luxury. Maybe go short because he trusts himself to get all the way up there, over 400 feet uphill from where he's lying there.
Yeah, that's just a fire birdie threw right there, just laying up.
Yeah, not throwing it hard either.
Luke?
A little bit left.
Hopefully this nestles before the water. Okay, good.
That's a nice sit.
Ooh, that was, wasn't it? Checked up. It's on the backspin.
Got overstable enough to where it's not doesn't has so much angle. It's not trying to skip. That's just exactly how you want it to be.
Josh with the cannon. I think he smartly threw this away from the OB green. I don't think he was trying to do too much.
Yeah, that's a great shot. You're going to see the golf green come into view here. Yeah, that's out of bounds. So he played that very well.
He did, right? Calvin, I believe he's going for the eagle here. And this is going to be a full power rip.
Yeah, this has got to be like 415 or something, going pretty uphill.
Just smoked.
And the OB right there and everything just so parked.
Calvin Heimburg, ladies and gents. Luke from quite a bit closer. He's onto this kind of second landing area.
Yep. I would estimate he has probably like 330, 340.
I thought that's a great guess. This is leaking left, though.
I thought for sure that tree had saved him, but the string line is so high up, that's still out of bounds.
Yeah, he's only out of bounds by like 6 inches, too, unfortunately. You had such a beast of a drive. Are you on Sexton Firebird here?
I am, yeah. I would say I'm only about 300-foot power from the basket, maybe a little under 300 as the crow flies, but the uphill.
Look at this whole plan, half a stroke over par.
Yeah, there's a lot of trouble.
See if we can end up solid here. Looking
Was
good.
A little bit wide, but got just inside that little palm and it's pretty close to the OB line, but stayed in.
That it is. And Josh went and looked at this one before he putted, and then you're going to see what he decides to do here.
Yeah, smart thing to do.
Yeah.
You want to know what's behind that basket.
Luke still has a chance to save the par to finish here.
Nice.
Good hit in front of a huge gallery.
Yeah.
Nate, great round, man.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Firing off 11, was it?
Yeah, 11 with that one blemish, so one bogey, but overall, I think I had the same score in the second round last year.
Did you really?
Yeah, really happy.
Just maybe one stroke off the hot round, too?
It was, yeah, just one stroke off.
That was double G.
And Kevin Jones.
Okay, dude, nice. Oh, what a cool shot here.
I've never owned a shirt that got me more compliments than that one. I don't know.
You look sharp in it, man.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
everyone's always like, "Man, that polo. Where'd you get that polo?" Adidas. Like, I don't know.
Telling that disc what to do. He listened.
Mm-hmm.
He knows who the boss is.
Mm-hmm. You have to tell him. If you don't tell him, what can you possibly complain about? As we see our top 10, still pretty tight.
It is. Just you got a little 3-stroke lead, double G, Ricky, and Tristan Tanner out of Colorado.
Yeah. Excited to see him play. I've met him a few times, but I don't think we've had the pleasure of sharing a card.
Oh, cool. He's an absolute crusher and just a really great guy. I hope you guys enjoyed round 2. I'll catch you in round 3. Thanks for watching.